Despite the best efforts of legitimate construction companies and the casinos themselves, Scarfo and Leonetti came up with a surefire scheme to amass millions of dollars from the gambling boom of Atlantic City.
These buildings are built on sand, and you can't build a 300-foot building on sand without doing some very significant building underneath the ground. And so it required enormous amounts of concrete and steel to be put into the ground in order for these buildings to be built here. Organized crime was very perceptive at the time. Not only did they make attempts to control the concrete workers and the steel workers union, but they also created concrete and steel companies to do the work here. And that's how they actually worked on the projects.
It put them on a job site. And by putting them on a job site, they now could push their loan sharking, bookmaking, narcotics, prostitution, which we know they did.
An army of construction workers provided a new population for the mafia to prey on, thanks to a series of building contracts.
They worked on this one, the Taj Mahal. They worked on the Showboat. They worked on Bali, Caesars, the Golden Nugget. They worked on just about Harrah's, the Castle. They worked on just about every project that was built.
There was so much work for the mafia that the families from New York were also able to get a slice of the action. The skyline of today's Atlantic City owes a great deal to organized crime.
It was much more beneficial to organized crime people to build the casino than it was to actually try to own it. And that was an oversight. Initially, we didn't anticipate that, and we ended up having organized crime families build, or not completely build, but work on 9 of the first 10 casinos ever built.
We got a lot of work out of that. There was a lot of buildings going up. We got a lot of site work, all the work around the casino we did. And a lot of new work. People were building apartment houses and townhouses, which we did. We did a lot of work there.
If they're delayed by 30 days in their opening, they lose $15 million. And in addition to that, they have to pay $1.5 or $2 million in interest for the 30 days that they remain closed. So a mob company will come to a contractor or to the owner of the company, and he will tell them, if you hire my company to pour the concrete, if you hire my company to do the steel, if you hire my company to deliver the material, if you hire my company to do the carpentry or any of the other things, as long as my company is present on this project, I guarantee you there will be no delays.
Scarfo and Leonetti didn't stop at construction. Their expertise at labor relations enabled them to expand their control into other areas, even inside some of the casinos themselves.
Well, we had a lot of bars that were under our control. We had businesses in the casinos, maintenance companies, where we were making money. We were making money with Local 54, which was one of the most powerful unions in Atlantic City. We had all the unions tied up in Atlantic City. Teamsters, carpenters, cement, everything.
The president of Local 54, the Bartenders and Restaurant Workers Union, was Frank Gerace. He was closely allied to Scarfo's family.
He dealt with the casinos, with the owners. He dealt with the contracts. One time, in 1983, he was having a problem with the Playboy. And they didn't want to sign a union contract. They tried to break the union. So I sent somebody to see the owner that I know and told him, if you don't sign it, we're going to kill him. And he signed it.
Control of all the unions provided Leonetti and his uncle with tremendous power and political influence. They focused their attention on the local politicians. With the power to fix elections, they adopted their own politician to run as mayor, Mike Matthews.
Mike Matthews was with us. We got all the unions to support Mike Matthews. We had everybody going for him. The casinos, everybody. And he won. And I had this agreement with Mike, which he would listen to whatever we said anyway, because he was with us. We made him mayor. He couldn't have done it by himself.
You're going to see a lot of new construction and completed construction. I think you'll see another 3 or 4 casinos in town, and I'm very optimistic about the next 4 years.
Whatever our family told him to do, he had to do.
And if he didn't?
He would get killed.
Did he know that?
Yes.